Nathan Cox here. Guys, thanks for joining me so much in my garage. Okay, I do a lot of my videos in the garage. Now, I do have a very old Garage Solutions video. I kind of wanted to update it a little bit. And this is not a step-by-step how to make your garage like my garage. This is showing you guys how my garage works, maybe inspire you to get your garage cleaned up so that you can not only get your stuff in here, but you can park both vehicles in here at the same time. This is a standard 2-car garage, okay? There's no plus workspace, there's no 3rd-car garage. This is a very standard, fairly tight 2-car garage. You can see by the main photo right there, the 2 vehicles parked side by side. Okay, so let me just pan you across my garage here for a minute so you guys can kind of see it in its whole without the vehicles in here. Okay, so that's the left side there coming on in. I just have some panels there. That rope there holds my wife's, little cruiser bike there. And you can see the top right of your screen, there'll be a little video that pops up that talks a little bit more about how I got that on those pulleys. And I've got some Green Machine tracks. I've got the big 24-foot extension ladder there. I have my other Warner ladder and painting platforms over there. Bikes, my wall of Ego, all my cordless electric tools. There'll be another link that pops up top left of your screen or right of your screen. And dog food, recycling bin, some miscellaneous plywood and stuff. Of course, you have to have a toolbox. I've actually got a lawnmower there. There's my Eagle lawnmower. Chainsaws, a whole bunch of other stuff, painting stuff, this and that, tile stuff, air compressors. There's another lawnmower, etc., more painting and miscellaneous stuff, gardening stuff, this and that. Okay, so let's talk about the main shelf wall right here. These shelves were built very simply out of 2x4s and just your standard, OSB sheets, 4x8 sheets. They're the like the 7/16 or whatever. They're the smaller ones, affordable. 2 foot deep, that way I could rip them in half, rip the 4 foot in half, boom, and then that gives you 2 shelves. Okay, they are screwed into the wall, so they don't, come falling over. And they hang past the doorway a little bit, okay? So they actually hang past the door, but my wife drives an Explorer, okay? Which is a mid-sized vehicle. So if one of your vehicles is a mid-size, whether it's a car or SUV, she can pull it straight in here. Those crease lines they put in the concrete, as long as she stays right on the line right here, pull straight in, she gets in and out, driver's side right there in the middle of the garage, and has no problems, Her mirrors, she's got a couple inches here from the shelves for her mirrors. So yes, getting in and out of the shelves is very difficult. A lot of times I'll send my kids in there because they're skinny still, really skinny. And I say, go get that for me, because you can fit. This is not a perfect situation. People have commented on the original video, hey, well, what do you do when your kids want to get their bikes out? Well, I pull my truck out, okay? Or when I come home, if I come home from work, on the weekends I pull my truck out. During the week, they're already riding their bikes around, and then I just wait to park. And then some people were like, well, why don't you just park in the driveway then and just leave one side of your garage for your stuff? I like both vehicles in the garage. Guys, your vehicles should be, other than your house, your next most expensive, purchase that you own. You pay property taxes on them. And, I like getting both my vehicles in here so that that late afternoon summer sun ain't cooking them. So that in the wintertime they're not being hit with ice storms and snowstorms in the middle of the night. So the cats in the neighborhood that are running around aren't jumping on them and scratching them. So that vandals aren't trying to break in and steal something I left on the seat. That's why I like both my vehicles in the garage tucked in for the night, okay? Let's come back over here, their other biggest problem, your bikes and stuff. Okay, here's this wall here, the bikes and trikes and all that other kind of junk. Okay, so you can see I've got some, ladder and platforms, I said that before, and I got the wall there where I've got like all my Ego stuff. You can see maybe a little bit better with the hedge trimmers and chainsaws and weed eaters and all that stuff. And that just took a couple 2x4s and a bunch of like little hooks that cost like less than $2 a piece at Lowe's. And I just screwed them in there and placed them up there. So I didn't have some fancy track system. So that's a very affordable way. Of course, if you want the track system, that's really nice too. But there is a very affordable way to do it. That cost me like 15 bucks to build. Okay, now the bikes, my wife's bike's there, she's on the pulleys. My bike's, right there, out of sight, but it's right over the truck, hanging from the ceiling. And I got hooks for another bike, over there. Of course, you have to be able to, hold the bike up over your head. That's why my wife's is on the pulleys. I got the tracks on the wall. But my truck does park in here, believe it or not, because that's one of the last questions is, does your wife have to pull out just so you can pull in? No. And my wife's truck or Explorer, you know, SUV, isn't here right now. I wouldn't have room for the camera if it was parked in here. But I promise you, and I'm gonna pull my truck in so you guys see how close I actually get it in the garage. And yes, I do it at any time, whether she's parked here or not. It does not stop me, it doesn't even make it harder. Now this isn't for everybody. Not everyone can parallel park. So don't go driving through your garage wall and being mad at me because you drove your car through the garage wall. Okay, this does not work for everyone. I'm showing you that there is, you know, if you really work hard at it, you can make things happen, because this is a ridiculous amount of stuff in this garage and it all fits in there like a Tetris puzzle. But let's pull the truck in and I'll show you. Okay guys, as I'm pulling in, don't forget I now have ninja wear available. You know, t-shirts, hoodies, even some of my styles are available in backpacks and bedding and some other things. Guys, I don't always get that in a single shot. I really don't. But a lot of times I do. Sometimes I have to come back in and kind of wiggle and get in there tight. But you can see, you know, with my GoPro that's hanging on the garage door track, I am very tight there. There's not much room at all. So guys, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope this gave you guys some inspiration for your own garage to get it cleaned up. I know there's people that have entire shelving units that lift up to go above the vehicles, but everyone's garage is a little bit different and your vehicle choices are different. But from someone who's got a small 2-car garage, has one full-size truck and one mid-size SUV and a whole bunch of equipment, I make it work, okay? And my vehicles get tucked in for the night every night. Yes, I did say tucked in. Please, you know, take a moment, subscribe to the channel. There's my website link and some more videos for you guys to watch. Guys, please share, like this video, thumbs it up, all that kind of jazz. Thanks again.